Hello YouTube, I just wanted to quickly say before this start, I've noticed while editing this video that there seems to be quite a few audio issues, all coming from my end and my microphone, which is rather annoying and frustrating, but I think it's fixed now. But I didn't want to risk losing such a good interview which I had with Marky, because the alternative is just to scrap all the footage, so I've tried to do what I can to fix the audio. Regardless, there is a lot where I cut out, so due to that, this is just a heads up and a warning that there's a fair bit of that. But hopefully, that doesn't affect you enjoying this video. So I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to let it roll from here. Thank you very much. Ladies, gentlemen, and gamers, welcome in, welcome in. And it's time for another block-in. It's been what? Almost 2 months since the last time we've done one because I'm an idiot. Can't keep to a timed schedule. And what was meant to be once every 2 weeks has now become once every 2 months. But that's on me. That's not your problem. But yes, anyone here who's in the stream, get your hello YouTubes on because this is going on YouTube as promised. So yeah, get them in. And without any further ado, shall we get beautiful, beautiful Marky in? Say hello, Marky.
Hello, YouTube and Twitch, I guess.
Yeah, they can hear you, but the camera's not up. There we go. There we go. They should be able to hear you now.
So again, hello. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. It's your boy.
It's me, your boy. But yes, it's good to finally be doing another lock-in. I'm absolutely happy to have Marky in as well. Anyone who is familiar with my streams will know Marky has appeared quite a few times. Sometimes he's been very happy about that. Other times, less so, when it's been shit like hell stuck, Cave Out White.
hey, I had a good time with it. Not gonna lie. I'm still waiting to finish the game with you guys.
Know what? We will do Hellstuck again at another. Okay? Watch this space. We will do Hellstuck another time. May not be today. May not be next week. May not be this year. But we will do Hellstuck. We will finish it. Mark my words. Yeah, enough about me jabbling on like an idiot. You're my guest. Let everyone watching right now know who you are. Go for it.
Well, hello, my name is Marky. I'm a ex-variety streamer, I guess. I mostly focus on Lego games and Souls-like games at the moment. I'm, from the beautiful, currently snowy Bavaria in Germany. I'm 28 years old. I legit had to think about that.
You're just going to dox yourself now, aren't you?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I live in beep. Yeah, that's basically me.
Golden. That's brilliant. Well, I suppose that goes straight into the first talking point, really, doesn't it? Because I know you and I have been talking about this already past a week or so, because people who watch me will know that recently I've been throwing off the title of variety streamer and been going down the route of Monster Hunter and RuneScape. And obviously still doing this because this is just more so of a thing I like to do more than anything. And as you just said, Marky, you've kind of moving away from variety streaming as well, ain't that right?
Why? That's kind of a difficult decision. It kind of moved itself towards it, basically. I love variety streaming. Don't get me wrong. Just, put on a random ass game and, just play it, whatever you are in the mood for. It's just my personal opinion. It is very, very hard to grow on Twitch as a variety streamer. Because what I noticed is, you're playing one game. Let's take, I don't know, Star Wars Fallen Order. Let's just take that. You play that, hey, you gain, I don't know, a lot of followers, you gain a lot of views. As soon as you change game, these people rarely come back.
I'd say probably like 5 to 10% of them come back afterwards, don't they? That's fine. Like, people out there, they definitely know what they want to watch, and they come to Twitch to watch that and power to them. That's how modern media is consumed. Power to them. But as content creators, it's at some point you need to start thinking, is this a viable way of what I want to go? Like some people, they do absolutely brilliant at it. They variety stream and they're able to grow from it continuously from strength to strength, and that's brilliant. But it's like Marky and I have pretty much been giving each other a reality check over the past few weeks, saying me of, is this really the way to go?
Yeah, exactly. And as you say, a lot of people, it works out for them. Like a lot of streamer I watch who started later streaming than I did, and they absolutely exploded basically with variety streaming. I just noticed for my channel personally, I'm just gonna focus on Soulspawn, Souls-like, and Lego games because I'm gonna keep playing Lego games because I just absolutely love them. And I'm just gonna focus on that. Hey, if that doesn't work out, I can always change it up. I'm still gonna throw in the occasional variety in there because why not? But it's just gonna be my main focus, just to try it out, because
why not?
You miss every shot you don't take, or how is it called? I don't know.
Yeah, it is that. You miss every shot you don't take. In Britain, we mean shots of alcohol when we say that very clearly, but
yeah, definitely.
Nation of alcoholics. But that's neither here. That one behind. But I completely get it. And the thing is, like, I don't know if you used to get this all the time. Like, one thing I've only been doing it for like 3 weeks now. Even after 3 weeks, I've generally felt happier with the content I'm putting out there. Like, in a weird way, I've kind of had to start from scratch again, because what I've effectively done is gone, hey, everyone who's followed me because of Variety Stream, that's not what we do here anymore. This is what we do now. And, I've naturally took a hit because of that, but it's not bothering to me one bit, because I'm now just streaming a game which I enjoy, and there's like zero stress around it either. Like, when you're variety streaming, you've got a whole entire plan around it as well. It's a whole entire thing of, okay, do I want to be hitting the game which is on trend right now? Do I want to be hitting the big release? If I'm hitting the big release, I've got to make sure I've got money for that big release. At the same time, there's this game which I want to play in my personal time. It could make good content. So do I play in this personal game? Is this a game I'm going to play for myself? Or is this a game I'm going to stream because I know it's going to be good content? And it's just, it proper fucking eats away at how you want to play your games personally, because it all then becomes involved in that content planning and the stream planning. That's how I found it anyways.
I 100% agree on that. Like, best example is Atomic Heart, recently released. I was like, am I gonna stream it? I still have like 2 games going on stream. Do I just drop them? What do I do with it? And I realized, I don't really do that on Twitch anymore. So I just enjoy it in my own time, and it's so nice. I have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 games in my Steam library that are like 50 to 80 hours long that I have never installed in my life, because I was like, hey, I'm going to stream those at some point. Now I can just play them by myself, which is very nice. And the amount of time I spent on Solynome, I don't know if you know the website. It's like a Twitch tracker, like which game is trending, how many viewers, average viewers does one category get.
I'm a scrub, so I never
hours I spent on there trying to figure out what game to play. And then I noticed, hey, it didn't work. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. But you said you basically had to start at 0. That wasn't the case for me, because for me it just kind of happened. Like, I know the last variety game I played was Sir Whoop-Ass, which I, by the way, can highly recommend. It's fantastic. But that was the last game I played. And then, I just thought, hey, why not do an additional Code Vein stream? And it just kept like that. So it was kind of a natural integration.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was more like a natural change for you. Like, you just did
exactly
a series of Souls-like games, and you already did your Lego games. It's just naturally turned into that, where you're just picking the one thing you're playing over and over again. With myself, Monster Hunter's always been there. I did Monster Hunter World last year. I always said I was going to come back to Wise, and we're here playing Wise again. We've been playing Wise on stream for 2 months now, so like that's no change. And I should probably pick better wording when I said back to zero. That's actually not been the case. There's still been people, but there was definitely a drop in my average viewership. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's only because it was one of those things where the Monster Hunter viewers in my community will always be there for the Monster Hunter streams. So when I was like, right, I'm into the Monster Hunter streams now, those people, they've stayed very, very obviously. They will, because that's what they want to watch, and that's brilliant. It's appreciative. For the people who were into some of the other games which I was streaming and playing, and I've gone, well, that's not going to happen anymore. Obviously, very naturally and respectfully, they've gone, well, this isn't something I want to watch anymore. So they've moved on, which is fair enough.
Yeah, but that's totally fair.
Yeah, and it's one of those things of sometimes I feel like too many people too hung up on the numbers, and when they have to make a decision which is both better for their content and better for their own well-being, they consider the numbers too much in that decision, and they start to think, if it's going to drop my numbers, it's a bad decision. When it's not. In reality, your best decision is probably to drop those numbers, because you're going to take that hit. And then later on, you're going to probably grow so much more and be so better off for doing so, both content-wise and well-being-wise, only because you've took that hit to make the change needed. And that's definitely how I'm feeling, especially well-being-wise and how I feel for my content. I've took the hit, but I'm happy with what's going on with Monster Hunter. I'm happy with what's going on with RuneScape. I've got my first RuneScape YouTube video soon.
Let's go.
Hint. It's edited. It's just waiting for my good old Dwemer Jack to do the thumbnail. But it's not about that. It's about you right now. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point. And
totally,
I'm happy.
Totally.
I'm happy with what I'm making with that stuff. Like the last video I've edited as a variety streamer was Death in the Wall. And I wasn't going to release it because constantly I was just thinking, it's not good. It's not good. Like what I've made here is not good whatsoever. And that was like the last time I was variety stream. Because I was going through editing, watching it all. And yeah, I'll proper play that game because it was chasing the in thing as a variety streamer. And I could just tell by re-watching the footage of, I just wasn't enjoying it. I was playing it to try and get views because it was the in thing. And that's kind of what pushed me as well to be like, yeah, maybe I need to drop variety stream and just concentrate on the games I actually enjoy and build a community around that. Stop chasing the numbers and just go back to what I did when I first started streaming over 2 years ago, really, which was just pick one thing and be like, yeah, I'm going to play the shit out of this.
Yeah. I always consider, like, I didn't stay true to that at all, but I always considered, like, if you don't enjoy what you play, your viewers are not gonna enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, so I said, fuck it. I do enjoy Souls-like games, even if they make me salty or rage rarely.
Yeah, fuck it. You're going to send yourself to an early grave playing Souls-like games. Great decision.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, less taxes to pay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I completely understand your decision. We did talk about it like off stream on Discord quite a lot. It's, your views are gonna drop. You can be the most popular streamer, your views are never gonna only grow. And as you said, some people just drop whatever they're doing if they notice, like, oh my god, my numbers dropped. That's stupid, to be honest. So it is going to drop. You just have to live with it. Maybe you need to adjust something. Maybe it's like January and parts February for me. It's just, a bit of a sinkhole in Twitch, like numbers in general went down, in my opinion.
I've never understood that, because obviously this is the second January and February I've done through Twitch, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
that correct? Let me think this through. No, this would be the third January and Feb I've. Is that correct? Yes, it would, because this is my second year of being. Yes, it would be the third January and Feb.
Then it
Yeah,
is.
and obviously I didn't notice anything on the first January and Feb I ever. I had
Obviously,
I was streaming to my housemates pretty much. But you get the point. But yeah, I did notice like last year it was a similar thing, January and Feb. It seems to dry up a little bit, and it's been the same this year. And a lot of other streamers, both last year and this year, have said the exact same thing. And I know on YouTube, a lot of content creators often put out less content in January because there's less revenue available through advertising and whatnot. Have the big burst of Christmas spending, and so financially everyone is just ruined come January.
Yeah, basically. A lot of people, also money-wise, a lot of people have to like pay back taxes or something like that. I don't know how it is in the world, but here in Germany, a lot of people need to pay their taxes in February, like a lot of companies and shit. So people usually have less money in February, which also, subs, bits and everything is usually, less in January, February, in my personal experience. Like my very first January where I streamed, it's because I started streaming in, I don't know, somewhere in the summer, and I stopped streaming for some random ass reason for like 4 months. And I picked it up again, and I was like, let's give it another try. And I immediately got follow botted. So that was fantastic. So my very first January.
That 2021 by any chance?
That was 2021, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. All the fucking bots which went wild back in 2021, early 2021.
Yeah, I stopped my stream with like, I think I was at 51. Yeah, I think it was at like 49 or 51 followers. And I went to bed, and I got up in the morning. I was like, oh, let's check Twitch. And I was at over 500 followers. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, I got follow botted offline, which was fucking weird, fucking wild. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I started my stream like in the evening. I had like 48 viewers, which was, bots, obviously. I didn't know that back then because I was streaming. I was very new to streaming. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So my very first January was absolutely fucking fantastic. Not gonna lie, thank you, bots, which obviously brought me over the threshold of 3 viewers for, affiliate. I immediately reported the bots. It was very easy for me to pick out which are bots and which not. I took a few hours and just reported them all. And they gradually left my channel. So I lost 500 followers. That was sad. But yeah, my first January was fucking amazing. My second one was horrible. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just interesting that it translates over onto Twitch as well, especially because Twitch is a free service to watch stuff on. So you'd think it's the other way around. There'd be less people streaming in January than there are. And the implication that viewers aren't coming in, they don't have money, subscriptions and bits, does imply like there's this weird culture where there's definitely viewers out there who feel kind of pressured of, if I can't afford to watch this person, I'm not going to watch them. Despite the fact that Twitch is free goddamn viewing. You don't need to give us a goddamn penny to watch me say fuck for the next 10 seconds. Fuck, 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 fuck,
Hell
fuck,
yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck. That's completely free. You didn't have to pay for that.
There you go. Free entertainment.
So it is weird. It is weird. Very weird. Yeah, something I wanted to move on to as well, because I feel like it's something I aren't aware of. And I'm aware of it because I obviously follow Grim on YouTube and I follow you on YouTube. But
hell yeah.
It's about your video editing. Because I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen any of Mark's videos before. His video editing. Oh, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Yeah. Would you tell us a bit about that? A bit what's going on with YouTube and everything?
With YouTube, well, only YouTube, or
I mean, anything
other
you
social
want.
medias?
No, you can only talk about your
only YouTube.
OnlyFans, and that's it. Okay.
Yeah, check out my OnlyFans, guys. By the way, it's all tasteful half nudes, a lot of feet pictures, and didn't trim my nose hair for those.
OnlyFans.com/unsalted pretzel.
There you go. There you go. You have to pay extra for the salt.
I hope that's not real now. Because if that's real, I'm in trouble.
Just giving some random ass OnlyFans account a shout out. Let's go. I can't. After our talk, I'm gonna need to look that up if that's a thing.
I'm gonna do it right now because it's not gonna pop up on stream.
We do it live. We do it live.
I do it. I'm not gonna share my screen. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, I search it. I'm having a look. I mean, thankfully, it's bringing up pictures of unsalted pretzels.
All right. So you're saying there's a market there?
There is definitely a market. I mean, it's coming up with graze boxes as well. Here's your excuse to snack on some cookies. Wow. So yeah, go for it.
You can snack.
Oh my god, there is a Urban Dictionary entry for unsalted pretzel.
Oh god.
An unsalted pretzel is someone that has no empathy or culture in their gut. They're simply not tasty. They don't even have any fucking salt.
All right.
The example I've meant to use it is, you see, unsalted pretzels like you don't have a brains. I'm not a nerd. You're just not smart enough.
Oh god. All right. Yeah, unsalted pretzel. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But moving away from that, the content you're pushing out outside of Twitch, yeah. Because I know you're doing stuff on TikTok as well, eh?
I do. Yeah, I recently, because I was only putting like edited Twitch clips on TikTok and YouTube. And I noticed, yes, you do get a few likes, a few follows. And I was like, I want to do something different. So I sat down. I actually came up with the idea at work. I know it has already been done a million times, but you know what they say about content creation, either be original or, take an idea and improve on it, basically. So I thought, you know what? I really like Souls-like games. I really enjoy them. And I search a lot on Steam for like, hey, new Souls-likes. What's out there? What can we play? I noticed there is so much. I don't want to say garbage. So much gold out there. Let's call it that. Like the weirdest fucking indie Souls-like games. And I decided, why not showcase those? So I started doing a series called Souls-likes You Probably Don't Know, or how I like to call it, SLYPDK. It's just fucking funny.
I love it, SLYPDK.
Yeah, where I just showcase like a unknown Souls-like game in under 1 minute. Yeah. And I put those up on YouTube and on TikTok. And for long-form content on YouTube, I'm planning to do like longer reviews of those games in the future. To just, because I suck with long-form content on, like original long-form content on YouTube. I'm very bad with it. Yeah. So I decided, why not do that? That's basically what I do. I also have Instagram, which I don't post anything at all. So there you go. All my plugs. So yeah.
Well, I've got something for you.
Oh,
it's free on the house, this one. So,
oh fuck yeah, let's go.
You remember back in the day when I used to do some cultured game reviews?
I think so.
So, one which never saw the light of day is something me and Trilla
right.
did together, and the reason it never saw the light of day is because the game was just so bad, so bad, that it just wasn't content. It just wasn't content.
Okay.
But where have they gone? There we go. I am going to link you to a game. I'm not going to say what it's called. I refund it. I may have refunded, so it's not in my games library. But it's fine. I can find this. I can't. Wait. Wait. I've got this. I'm sure if I search for Souls-like tab, I will find it. There's a Souls-like
there's
bundle.
like only, I think, almost 2K games out there with the Souls-like tab.
Yeah.
So
there's a Souls-like bundle.
Tag.
And I own both the games, Blasphemous and Thymesia. Blasphemous is fucking amazing, by the way, if you've never played Blasphemous.
Haven't played it. It's on my wish list.
Oh, you need to.
It looks fantastic.
Thymesia, I played that last year, and that was a bit... I always say, it was one of those games which had so much goddamn potential, but they didn't polish it. And it's weird that they didn't polish it because it was Team 17. And Team 17, you know they have the budget. They
should have, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a way to do this, and that's to use the Souls-like tag and the adult tag.
Oh, God. Okay.
But have they removed it? So I found the nudity tag. Souls-like a nudity tag. White. We're in business. Where have you gone?
I'm kind of scared, not gonna lie.
Ah, you should be. You best start believing in hentai souls, Mr. Marky.
Oh, we're already playing anime souls, so, let's go.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, I can't find the game itself. However, I think I found a better one. Oh, fuck. Okay,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I found a better one for you. This is better than what I originally had. It's only 79p, so...
Let's go.
One of its positives is it's got a central character. It does have mostly negative reviews, though. Do I even want to send this? Yeah, the negative reviews is that it has no nudity.
No nudity. Refund.
It has the nudity tag, but there's no nudity. Oh, never mind. I can't find it, but pretty much it was like a Souls-like game. But as you can guess from what I was just saying, it was hentai. But it was just so fucking bad. Like, the game just played so fucking bad. I couldn't make whatsoever.
Okay.
And that kind of leads into what I was going to say. There's just so much trash Souls-like game out there. There's like Souls-like games which are legitimate trash. And then there's Souls-like games which are just kind of good but unpolished. And I feel like
there's a lot of unpolished games or abandoned games out there. Like, for example, one I personally really liked was Steampunk Lincoln.
I've seen this.
Basically play
this.
Abraham Lincoln in a steampunk mech. It looks fantastic. Sadly, it's abandoned.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I know there's quite a few like student project games which are Souls-like.
Yeah.
Just so fucking amazing, but because it's a student project, it was just never developed any further, and it's sadly a shame. It'd be great if they
some
came
games
back.
have such potential.
And then you just have shit like Thymesia, where they've got the budget to make. It's just they've decided not to, and that's for hurtful.
Yeah, but it looked so good. Like
it did.
A weird mixture between Sekiro and Bloodborne. Like, what? It would have been amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason I got it. I was like, this looks hype as fuck. And then I played it, and the biggest problem was it was just unpolished. Just so unpolished.
Yeah.
Like, some of the things just clipped. Some of the game mechanics just didn't work like it was meant to. Some moves just ignored the iframes when very clearly it wasn't meant to ignore the iframes.
And I'm sorry.
And as you know, those sorts of games really depend on the iframes massively.
Yeah, we need our iframes, definitely.
Paddy, give me my iPhone.
I'm going to give you a hot tip.
Go on.
Do you know Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Of course I do. Love that game.
All right. You love it. There's a Souls-like out there. It's basically a weird and bloody Conker's Bad Fur Day Souls-like on crack and meth. There's a lot of meth involved. It is called Hobo Cat Adventures.
Let me get my Steam up. I'm taking a look at this.
I haven't reviewed it yet, but wow.
Hobo Cat
I'm actually
Adventures.
looking forward to that. Hobo Cat Adventures.
Very positive. I see what you mean by Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
Very similar aesthetic. Tell you what, you know when that goes.
I will.
Similar to games that you've played. Sekiro. Ah, of course.
Hey, let's go.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. So that's my hot tip of the day.
Check that game out. Yeah. How do I explain Souls-likes? I obviously streamed a lot of Souls-likes myself as well. I think it was July last year after I went to TwitchCon. I was going to stream a whole lot more Souls-likes. And I did semi-commit to it. These I've kind of stopped is I've definitely found Souls-likes of those games. I enjoy my own. I like to take my own route and figure things out and play it in my own, which sometimes doesn't lend itself too well to content. And even more so, it's just Souls-like backseaters really piss me off.
But see, that's funny enough because I very rarely play them on my own time. Like, I love telling this story whenever someone comes into my Twitch stream. I hated Dark Souls 1 when I first played it. I hated it. I started it like on my own time. I went up until the Bell Gargoyles. And at some point, I rage quitted so hard that I immediately uninstalled the game. And I never touched it again. I'm very glad I didn't refund it. Well, I couldn't refund it. Like, removed it from my account. Until I decided, hey, I'm streaming. People are asking me to play Dark Souls 1. Let's try it. I had it wasn't really backseating. It was just some tips and tricks that chat told me. Because I try to do my first playthrough kind of backseating free, which, it's Twitch. It doesn't really work.
No, never.
People love to backseat. They love it.
So, Marky, everyone out there, not you, knows how to do games better than you, okay?
Yeah.
Just accept it, okay?
Obviously. Obviously. And, then I played it and I fell in love with Dark Souls 1, which, led me to suffer through Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, now Code Vein. Really looking forward to Wulong Fallen Dynasty. It looks fucking amazing. But I don't play them on my own time, except for my reviews.
It's
funny enough.
I played Dark Souls, the first one, the moment it came out, and it's quite interesting because kind of similar to you, but in a weird backwards way instead. So what happened was Dark Souls 1 originally came out like 1 to 2 weeks after Skyrim had come out. And what happened was, this is back when I was young. I still lived with my family, and my brother was hogging Skyrim all to himself. I needed something to play. And then I just remember it's back in the day where I'd still occasionally buy gaming magazines, because it's 2011 and they still had some form of relevance back then. Gaming magazines did.
Yes.
And I remember seeing Dark Souls, and it was just like, a challenging fantasy RPG for fans of Skyrim. And I was just like, this will be a fun little alternative game to play. So I bought that the day it came out, went back home, and I was like, I could play this until my brother gets bored of Skyrim, and then I could play Skyrim. And I just remember going through the tutorial, getting fucked over by the boulder. I'm like, that's quirky. That's very quirky. I'll think nothing of that. Got out of the asylum. The first thing I did is the same rookie error most people make, just to turn
You
right
attack
into
the
the
NPC.
graveyard.
Ah, the graveyard.
The graveyard.
Okay.
And I'm there like, yeah, time to fuck up some skeletons. And then I hit a skeleton. Notice I'm doing Nat's dick worth of damage to its health bar. And I'm just like,
Yeah, you could have thrown your pubic hairs at him and deal more damage.
exactly. And
Yeah.
naturally, like anyone else, they obviously have to go back and try another 10 times until they realize, I shouldn't be going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Fun time.
I think I got up to, is it the Taurus demon or the Capra demon? Not the first one you fight, which is kind of like on that bridgeway on the rooftops. The one a bit
you
further
mean the
on.
one in the small ass room with 2 dogs and the stairs?
Yes, yes,
Capra Demon, my least favorite boss of Dark Souls 1.
yes. That's what made young me tilt and go fuck this game.
Yeah, I beat that one actually after I don't know how many thousand attempts. I was dying so many times. I was very proud of me getting to the bell gargoyles, but fuck that.
Yeah, and that's it. I never
Fuck Capra Demon.
I never touched a Souls like ever since then. And it's hilarious because my brother then stopped playing Skyrim. He played Dark Souls. He was as good as Dark Souls as I was. But he instantly clicked with it. He loved it. And it's kind of weird because he was like a proper Souls-like fanatic for a good solid 10 years. And now it's kind of switched sides because I obviously brought Elden Ring when it first came out. So I'm there like, you played Elden Ring? Yeah. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, you should really play Elden Ring. And he's like, stop telling me to play Elden Ring. And it's like fully switched over from how we're both like. But
that's interesting, yeah.
skipping a bit ahead for myself. I didn't actually get into Souls-like games, oddly enough, until I played Code Vein.
Okay, yeah.
I had a few people obviously asking me to stream Dark Souls and it was a hard game and they wanted to see me rage. And I still had PTSD from Dark Souls, so I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep on sitting on my high horse where I can tell people that I played a bit of Dark Souls 1, I got halfway through Dark Souls 2, and therefore I'm better than anyone who's never touched a Souls-like game. That's a high horse I used.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, I used to bully Oli Moly with that. But yeah. And I was like, no, what? If I'm going to do a Souls-like game on stream, so get me to rage, I'm going to do one which I like. And I did some research into some Souls-likes and whatnot. And that's how I stumbled across Code Vein. I was like, no, what?
All right.
This is back when I used to, obviously, stream my face before YouTubers. If there was an ongoing joke about how much of a fucking hardcore weeb I am, people want me to play Souls-like games. This is like the perfect combination of what people want and tying it in with this ongoing joke. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do Code Vein, I'll do Waifu Souls. And I thoroughly enjoyed that game, start to finish. And it wasn't until I completed Code Vein, I was like, I get it. I'm like that bloody Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme with fucking Frank. I was just there like, I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
And it was from there I fucking actually started playing, like, from there I played both Sekiro and Timesia and Blasphemous. And on top of that, I went on to pre-order Elden Ring. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. I went on to pre-order Elden Ring as well. And it's just from strength to strength, just been loving them. And now I've been playing them in my own time as well, off stream. It's been fucking love Souls-like. Great games.
Elden Ring was 70% of Elden Ring was good. I'm gonna say it like that.
I'm curious what the 30% is, because I think I've got a good idea what it's gonna be, but I want to see what you say.
It's basically Mountaintop of Giants and everything after it.
I'll break my neck because I drink a cup of tea. Sorry. Yeah, no, I get that. Like,
the difficulty spike is so unnecessary, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I was able to, I had a bit of an OP build back then with like dual power stancing katanas with blood and frost build. Absolutely amazing. I killed, how's he called? The dude with the lion on his back, Godric?
Godric, no. Yeah, Godric.
Godric? Yeah. 1.5 minutes. First try. I absolutely deleted this man with bleed. I went up Mountaintop of Giants. The first
that's
enemy
not
you
Godric.
find,
Sorry, that's Margaret. Margaret, you're thinking.
Margaret.
Wait, no.
Thank you. Yes.
You do the guy with a lion on his back after Mountaintop of Giants. Before
Okay,
then,
but
it's
in
Margaret.
the same place at the Elden Throne, you fight someone.
Yeah. You do Margaret. You get denied entry to the Erd Tree. Great Erd Tree. So then you got to go to the Mountaintop of Giants to set fire to the cauldron, set fire to the Erd Tree. You go through that bullshit sky place full of dragons, and then everything's fucked up, and that's when you fight Godric. That's when you fight.
Ah, okay, yeah. Then it's Margaret. Margaret?
Yeah, Margaret's easy.
Margaret's
easy.
Yeah, but
he attacks,
1.5 minutes.
He attacks you with piss, doesn't he? Yeah.
But then you then you go up Mountaintop of Giants. The first enemy you meet are these weird frost knights, and they fucking two-shot you. And the difficulty spike is so insane. Then you come up against the fire giant, which is such a tanky bitch. Such a tanky bitch.
I tell you what kept fucking me up with fire giant the first time I kept doing it. It's that fucking shield attack where he fucking lifts all the snow up and you're trying to get into close ground. And I just couldn't figure out the timing to pretty much take advantage of iframes and not get hurt by that. Like, doing it now, I'm completely fine. But back then, it's just so fucking frustrating. So many of my deaths when I first did Fire Giant was because of that bullshit move. Absolute bullshit.
That one was absolutely bullshit. I get that. But yeah, in my opinion, everything up to Mountaintop of Giants is absolutely fantastic, and I loved it. But afterwards, it was like, I loved the Millennia fight. It's still one of my favorite fights in Elden Ring.
Most definitely.
The Halleck tree, fuck that place. I hated it. Hated it. You know? It's like the difficulty spike is so unnecessary. It's just like, we're slowly running out of content for the game. Let's just make everything so much more difficult. Like, every Souls game has a weird difficulty spike in it.
Yeah.
Every one I played so far. But in Elden Ring, it kind of, I don't want to say ruined it for me, but it kind of ruined it for me, you know? So I love the stuff beforehand. That one is bullshit.
I give the Halleck tree a free. The only reason I give it a free pass on that is because the Halleck tree is meant to be that optional secret place where it is meant to be harder than your original game. The only reason it's not secret is because of the power of the internet. Because of the power of the internet, we all know it. But back in, say, if Elden Ring came back out in 2011 and went so good about online, that would be that secret area in the game which people speak rumors about. And only a few people go to.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I give Halleck Tree a free pass, because it is meant to be that bullshit, difficult, optional secret area, which isn't so secret. But everywhere else, I agree. I completely get it.
Crumbling Forum Azula.
Yeah.
The floating dragon area. Unnecessarily difficult, in my opinion.
But that's it. I remember the first time I went to that area, first beastmen you come across, they just fucking two-shot me. It's like,
and then, there a fucking dragon lands in front of you on this small-ass platform.
Yeah. It's like, I've just gone through all the bullshit with fire giants, and I've gone to this next area, and now the casual enemies fucking hit me harder than fire giants. What the fuck's this bullshit? So I get it. I think what doesn't help as well is not so much when you get to Fire Giant, but after Fire Giant, the heart of the exploration kind of dies as well. What I mean by that is, when you first start, you've got this big, massive open world with countless possibilities, loads of different things
every corner.
See. And if you get stuck, you've got all these different places you can go to. And it's the same as all the way up to the Fire Giant as well. The moment you get to... It's called Farum Azula, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get to Farum Azula, that dies. You've pretty much explored the whole entire game at that point. And now it just becomes linear. If you don't consider the secret optional areas, well, optional areas which were meant to be secret, like the sewers Mogrin's Blood Palace and the Halig Tree. Because let's be honest, they're meant to be secret optional areas. There's no reason for you to go there. Just do it.
Never
optional.
knew about Morgoth's area until, chat told me, basically.
And that's the thing. The exploration dies and it does become linear. It's like, okay, you're at Farum Azula now. Now it's just one straight line. And once you've done Farum Azula, you're going back to the capital. It could be called the Ashen Capital, but really all it is the same area as in before with no enemies and just a lot of... That's pretty much the end of the game, pretty much after Farum Azula, isn't it? That's the end game. And I think that's the reason why I agree with what you say about the 30%, because I definitely did get that in my first playthrough. The moment you burn down the Erd Tree, what made Elden Ring so enjoyable is removed. And that's that experience of exploration, and because you've seen it all now.
I'm very, very excited about the DLC, because I do hope I get this sense of exploration and wonder again.
Oh, 100%. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Absolutely going to be great. I've not played the Colosseum because it's meant to be more multiplayer orientated.
It's basically just like a PvP arena.
Yeah, and I can't find anyone interested in that with me. So it's just...
I'm not the biggest fan of PvP in those games.
I find this game is you to make a character specific. You want to do PvP, you've got to make a character for it.
And there's like always this one build, and everybody runs it.
Yeah, and the PvP is usually more enjoyable when you fight other PvPs. Like, invasions have always been kind of hit and miss. When I've had invasions in the past, it's either a really fun fight or a really bullshit fight. Like, I've had times where some kind of sweat lord fucking who clearly just gets bored and jerks off his little... He's like, I'm going to invade some people with this meta PvP build. Clearly it's just regular people trying to play through the game. And I'm just going to delay their gaming experience for 10 fucking minutes by just invading the world and killing them. It feels so unnecessary. But the PvPers who do invasions, and it's more so they're just messing around with random builds and whatnot, I don't mind that, because there's still a fighting chance. And it becomes part of the gameplay. It's just for sweat lords to invade.
Yeah, if I see these people, invade me and they weather random clothes together and, run around with crazy weapons, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But, if like the fourth person invades me with the exact same build, it's boring.
I remember when Elden Ring first came out, and Grim and I used to quite a lot. And we used to keep just getting invaded by people just dual wield Rivers of Blood. Fucking constantly, non-stop, just Rivers of Blood. Every once in a while, switch over to do Rotten Dragon Breath because Scarlet Watt's a bitch. Back to dual wielding Rivers of Blood. It's fucking painful. Like, you could tell the ones who were PvPers and the ones who were trying to copy the PvPers, because a few of them who came in and did, he just absolutely kicked it arse, so he didn't know build. It's quite entertaining, but it just got so frustrating in the end because it was like, I don't want to play co-op anymore because we're doing our first time playthrough of this game. I'm wanting to play with Grim, to enjoy it with a friend. I don't mind the invasions, but when every single invasion is the meta PvP build, it's made me go, fuck it, I'm not going to play with Grim anymore. I'm going to solo because this is now just an inconvenience. This is no longer a part of a gaming experience. It's an inconvenience.
Yeah, and this happened until the seamless co-op mod came out. And that is I don't know, it's just beautiful. It's like I had like an almost full playthrough in seamless co-op. It was beautiful. This should be the standard for Souls-like multiplayer, in my opinion.
Without a doubt. And that's the thing. It's like, I get it. The invasions are fun. And I've enjoyed both invading players and being invaded. What kills that mechanic is literally the sweaty. That's what kills that mechanic. When you got the sweaty players doing it and being an inconvenience, that's when you start game players going, fuck this mechanic. And you end up in a situation like Elden Ring is in now, where no one plays co-op anymore because they don't want to be invaded. They've all moved over to the seamless co-op mod, and the invasion PvP scene is pretty much dead because there's no longer anyone to invade. There's very few people to invade these days. I don't know if you've ever read the Reddit or forums around, but all the invasion-based PvPers are just bitching non-stop because there's no one to invade anymore.
Yeah, I think because, as you said, most multiplayer people went over to seamless co-op mod, but now they can hop over to the Colosseum and, just fight it out there.
Yeah.
Which is not the same as invasion, like, oh my god, I hope I get someone who just killed a boss and didn't rest at the bonfire so I can, fuck up his day.
Yeah.
Stuff like that,
I think there is definitely a sense of etiquette when it comes to invasions. Like, obviously, you want to win the invasion, so you want to bring your A game. At the same time, you don't want to kill the enjoyment of the game, because if you ruin that game for that other person, in the long run, that's one less person to invade. And if everyone is invading, is ruining the game for one person, all of a sudden, that player base is drastically being cut down. So there definitely has to be 100%. Etiquette when it comes to invasion. And the problem is, I'd say easily around 40 to 50% of invader PvPers lack that fucking etiquette, which is why it's a dying fucking scene.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But yeah, I think that's enough about PvP. So it's like, but so I think the next thing I want to ask you before we move on to the big juicy treat is just, what have you got planned next then? Because obviously you're coming to the grand finale of Waifu Souls. I was talking to you about it earlier. You're on the skinny ice dude and the big buff fire dude, which, by the way, I know the easy way to beat them. Not going to tell you how. I'm just going to laugh at you.
Please don't. I do have a strategy for them, and I want to try them tomorrow. Yeah. So I have a plan. Yeah. So I thought I'm actually going to beat Ubu Waifu Anime Souls yesterday. I didn't know I'm only like 50% through the game when I started. So I made a really big push, and I think I'm like 75% done of the game, with the game. Stuck at, I think they're called Cannoneer and Blade Bearer, I think. Got stuck to like 1:30 and decided I'm going to go to bed now. The next thing planned is definitely Wulong Fallen Dynasty, because I'm really looking forward to that game. And also, after I'm done with Lego Jurassic World, I'm going to play, oh my god, Lego City Undercover, I believe it's called.
I've heard of that.
Lego City Undercover. Hey, just hop in when we play it. It's that easy. Then you know it.
You're here, folks. Never heard of a game, just fucking watch it.
Yeah, just, watch it. But yeah, that's basically what I have planned.
I'm hoping if too long, isn't it?
I don't know. W-O, pronounce it as you want.
Yeah. I know we've got a few optimization issues, but it's the same issue.
Apparently only on the Steam version. I heard the Game Pass version runs fairly smoothly.
Spicy.
According to a few streamers I talked to already.
Maybe I have to get... But yeah.
Just hit me up. Just hit me up. I still have a 2-month code.
Sick. That later. But like it's one of
my payment for being here, okay? I pay you.
Everyone pays me. I mean, that's how you were the effective syndicate, like the Rakuza. I mean, I don't know what you want to some legal business.
Fair.
But
all legal.
It's one of these issues. Modern games these days seem to always have some kind of fucking issues with, like, or often with performance optimization. Like, we had it with Wild Hearts, and I was talking to Candy Floss about this. Cyberpunk should have been the last time we had this problem. For some reason, almost, well, over 2 years. Is it over 2 years? After 2 years of it happening with Cyberpunk, we're still fucking here with brand new games. Just not as bad as Cyberpunk. Still here where they're just not playing as well as they should be. And when you're now paying between £55 to £60, okay, I know in the US it's like $70 brand new game.
Or let's say Forspoken, which is the standard edition, €80 over here.
There you fucking go, 80 fucking euros. I think in British pounds, that's like close to like 74, 75, isn't it? So that's like
something like that.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that we're paying so much money for games and it's unpolished product. And they've just literally just functioning off skill. That's all it is at this point. Function off good skill or functioning off whalers. Yeah. They want the whalers to be pre-ordering that game, knowing it's going to be bad, but they just want the privilege of saying they've got the game day one and they're going to play the game day. They're not going to play the game day one because it's broke as fuck, but but that's literally what they're just thriving upon. It's just got to the point now where I'm just like, yeah, if like Wild Hearts, I really want to play Wild Hearts, but I'm like, I'm going to leave it for 3 months. And hopefully by 3 months, they'll fix it and the price will go. It's just a disappointment.
I do have to defend Cyberpunk just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Yes, it was a mess for some people. I played it on release. Not really any performance issues. No major bugs. One game-breaking bug that got fixed by reloading my save. And that's it.
I'll be honest.
I had a very good experience with it.
My first playthrough of Cyberpunk was pretty glitchy. I did it on PC. It's pretty glitch-free until you get to like the finale mission. You know, the mission where there's no turning back and now you got to see it through. That's where I started getting all my glitches and bugs, which was fucking disappointing because it was like everyone's complaining about these glitches and what. I'm like, well, fuck you on about. I'm having a great time. And I got to that last bit and it's just like, I can't complete the fucking game. And now this is my player experience.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem with the optimization is just there are so many different parts and combinations in a PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to optimize it for every single part combination, you know? Then you have the people who overclock their shit. You have to put that into account.
Yeah.
It's just, as I said, I'm not sure. Like, we still get optimized games. Atomic Heart runs flawlessly for me. I didn't really read any complaints about how badly optimized it is. It just works. I don't know why some developers manage to do it and some don't.
I mean, credit to Dark Tide, where credit is. Day one is like the actual official day one release, not the beta ones, the actual day one release.
Yeah.
It was pretty optimized. There's still a few issues here and there, but it was pretty much optimized when it came out.
Yeah,
that's because
the performance issues came with the future updates.
Yeah. And that's because they did that whole entire series of beta testing, fucking file it out. The only issue which Dark Tide has is they didn't release a full fucking game.
Basically,
yes, let's move on to it. Let's move on to the special treats which I've got for you. So, I'm going to send you the link first. I'm going to send you a link, and then I'm going to change what screen I've got on. Where has your beautiful Discord?
It's right here, somewhere.
Have a look at that. Look at that. So, if I move this over to here, then I do this, if this works the way it should do. Now, there we go. Well, I'm going to have to move a few things. And probably have to shrink you a little bit on. But this is a Elden Ring Remembrance Boss tier list. Now, that isn't what we're going to rate. If you saw the one with Grim Harby, you know that's not what we do here. We're not interested in what the better boss or anything like that is in the game.
Obviously.
What we want to know is the hard-hitting facts. The hard-hitting facts of who is best waifu or husbando. you're gonna get. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable size. You can see you clear enough, and you can still see the letter D. So you can stay there. I've got a better idea. Watch this. Watch this. If I put you here instead, and then I can move a chat box down here, the chat box no longer obscures anything. People can still see, oh, this is brilliant. I'm brilliant. The best fucking streamer and talk show host ever. And you can't dispute otherwise.
Let's go.
But yeah, what I want to know, and we'll do this together. We'll put your results down, but I'm going to be here to fucking argue with you and tell you why you're wrong. But I want to know, for you, this is a tier list of the best husbandos and waifus in Elden Ring. You're familiar with all of these bosses. I remember most of their fucking names. And there's one or two I don't remember the names of. If you need reminders of which one is who, I can win you that. We're just going to go left to right.
the inspector open because the names are kind of in there.
Yeah, and I think they're pretty much in order of you encountering them anyways, from what I can see here. But we'll go through it.
Kind of looks like it.
And what I want you to do is pretty much tell me where you think it falls on this tier list and the reasons why. And the reasons. Okay?
Okay.
You ready?
I guess we're just going to start at the beginning.
Yeah. So first.
With Godric.
Godfrey.
According to the inspector, that's Godric.
Godric.
Like the image name is Godric.
Godric. Okay, I'm an idiot. It's Godric. The dude who chops off arms and sticks it to himself. That guy.
Yes.
Barfield, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give him a solid B tier.
Oh, okay.
As a husbando, you know. That man has arms for days. Arms for days.
I hear your
I
argument.
do believe I believe the arms actually move, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay.
You know that
counter argument. He has a lot of arms. A lot of arms. Your one penis. How do you benefit from this?
I'm sorry. You can do things with your hands, and not your penis. Ayo. Also, hey. Just imagine this dude cooking something up. He can chop 20 things at the same time.
No, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. As a chef. Yeah. Chef. However, the one thing I don't like about him is how much of a whiny fucking bitch he is.
That's true. He is a whiny bitch. That's why B tier,
He's all like, I'm the Golden King. You should respect me. I'm the Master Grafter. And it's like, please, shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up, please. Yeah. All right.
But you want to put him in B, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to give him a B.
See, I'd put him in C, to be fair. I think he's like the definition of mid, which is why I'd put him in C. Because that way you can only go up or down from there. But it's your waifu and husbando. It's your taste being judged, not mine.
Yes.
We'll put him in B. Next one.
All right, next one, Renala. Let me think. A tier. Renala, A tier.
Ayo. See, I can respect that. Because Barney.
First off,
Barney.
Not bad looking.
Barney is everyone's favorite blue puppet mommy. And those genetics have to come from somewhere, right? They have to come from somewhere. That's Renala. Let's ignore the fact that that puppet body isn't her real body. It's just a vessel she put her soul in. But let us have this.
We're gonna ignore that.
We're gonna ignore that. That personality of hers has to come from somewhere. Renala.
And also, that lady throws up some pretty dang good illusions.
Damn right. Radagon.
She can make your dreams come true.
Radagon, Mr. Fuck Out. Radagon, Mr. Fuck Out. What was Radagon playing? Seriously.
Radagon.
Yeah. Radagon was married to Renala, divorced her, left his dog behind in the academy. That's the dog you fight in the lecture hall. And then just fucked off to go and date Marika. Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a loser.
What a loser.
What a loser. But I don't dispute that. I think Renala's an A. Strong A. I'd say low end S, but definitely strong.
I would say low end S. I'm okay with that, but that translates to an A over here, in my opinion.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Arguments. Now, I know where this boy goes. Where are you,
Radahn.
boy? Good old Radahn.
I do have to appreciate. I love his horse. Not gonna lie, I love that he rides his little ass broken back horse. He is pretty badass, though. I'm also gonna put him in an A tier.
Above or below Renala?
Below.
Why not S?
It's just,
why not S?
Why not S? Why not S? To be honest, mostly because he's below Renala for me.
Okay.
Otherwise, if Renala would be S tier, he would be an S tier.
Okay.
But if I put it up on a scale, he is below Renala for me.
Let me hit you with this.
All right.
His tiny little horse, Leonard. We all love Leonard. We all respect Leonard. So does Radahn. Did you know?
Yeah.
Radahn only learned his all-powerful gravity magic, which he uses, which keeps the stars at bay, by the way. That's the reason we have to go and kill him in his hospice, because that's where he is. A festival as Radahn is where you invade Radahn's hospice to pull the plug on him. So he stops learning about the stars. He learned all that gravity magic for no other reason than to keep on riding Leonard, because Leonard was one of his favourite companions. That's commitment. That is commitment to something and someone he treasures. Now, if he's your husbando, you're the thing he's committed and he treasures. Imagine the lengths he'll go to keep you happy, you looked after. That's S tier, man.
Fair.
That's S tier.
Move him up.
There we go. I knew I could crack you on that one.
You convinced me.
Best boy.
I knew about his magic because of his horse.
Yeah.
But if he takes care of his horse like that, he would take care of you.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's gonna give you an S tier.
I mean, it's a shame that Radahn's sister had to give him both her STD, so they're all haggard as fuck now. But it's it's wholesome. It's a wholesome companionship, and that wholesome companionship be yours as well as a husbando. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah.
S tier.
S tier.
Most caring character out of all of them, except for one other one. It's a weird kind of caring, which we'll go into later on, I guess, when we come to them. But next, I can never remember this one, but it's Bambi.
Yeah, it's just called Spirit PNG.png over here.
Spirit PNG.png.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so my favourite boss in Elden Ring, PNG.png. No, it's Bambi after crack cocaine. That's what it is.
I do have to say, I fucking loved this boss fight.
I'd say it's probably one of the first rewarding, I think it's a keyword, not the first rewarding boss fight in the game, because it's one of the ones where the attack patterns are not as obvious as the bosses you've encountered up to that point.
Yep.
Still quite obvious enough to figure out. And the kind of feeling of achievement once you've beaten PNG.png is like so validating, so goddamn validating. It's just a good boss fight, just such an enjoyable boss fight, just learning its mechanics and overcoming.
Especially the second time you fight him, when he takes on the abilities of the animals he absorbs to heal.
Yeah. Or to do a special attack as well. It's fucking amazing. It's good mechanics.
Yeah. And I do have to say, I legit felt bad killing this boss.
Okay, bit cringe, but
I enjoyed this. It was, I don't know.
No,
with the music and everything, it kind of felt sad.
Yeah. I think the first time I fought him, I didn't care too much because it definitely felt like trash fodder. It was like, oh, this is another trash dungeon boss. But the second time you fight him with all the added mechanics, I get that. You've got all the added lore as well, because you get further into that entire area, you get more of the lore and kind of like the worship from natives and everything like that. And once you get all that lore in, it does make you feel fucking bad that you're killing crack cocaine.
Yeah.
However,
but to be honest, as
we're not
waifu slash, I'm sorry, it's a fucking deer.
Yeah, you're not a furry.
It's gonna be a D for me.
That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. Really furries here.
It's a deer.
I'm sure if I was a furry, that'd be one hot deer. But as someone who's not a furry, I can't comment. So
maybe.
Speaking about furries, next we move on to scalies. Rykard. Look at Rykard.
Fucking snake dude.
Yeah, 2 phases.
D.
Fun. Talk me through Rykard.
I just have to say together. No.
Together. I fucking love the voice actor for Rykard. The voice actor fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
The voice actor nailed it. That was fucking annoying, though.
I definitely have to say I enjoyed the first phase of that boss fight more than the second phase.
And the second phase with it just becomes a bullet hell.
Yeah.
I don't play Souls games for bullet hell aspects.
Yeah, that's what Enter the Gungeon is for.
Yeah, or there are some bullet hell Souls likes out there, but they are made for that, you know?
Exactly. And Elden
Ring is not a bullet hell. No.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But Tanith likes Sway. I think Tanith put Sway here.
Yeah, because, she straight up eats the man.
I'm not going to judge a lady. She's into.
Yeah, just eat the rotten head of your husband. Why not? I judged her. I killed her, so.
Did you?
I did judge her. Yes.
See, I didn't, because did you do all the stuff for patches?
No, I actually missed patches.
Oh, you've missed some heartbreaking shit then in that case,
I know, I rewatched it afterwards, but I never met patches in my first playthrough.
Do you know the stuff about patches and Tanith?
I watched all the Vati videos about Elden Ring, so I did learn it. I didn't keep everything in my mind, so please remind me.
So pretty much, obviously, Patches ends up at Volcano Manor, and Patches is Patches and all of that. But once you beat Rykard and pretty much get out of Volcano Manor, if you don't kill Tanith, and you've been following Patches' quest line through, I can't remember what location bump into Patches again, but it does develop into like Patches does have some kind of like compassion, whether that's romantic compassion or just a apathetic love kind of. Is it apathetic? What I'm thinking of. That kind of like love of caring for other people rather than a romantic, that kind of passion.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
He kind of has that towards Tanith, and he knows about how obsessed Tanith is with Rykard, and obviously wanting to devour Rykard's body and all. So Patches finds a relic or an item from Tanith's kind of homeland, from her kind of like where she originates from and everything like that. And he's like proper like out of character for Patches. That's proper caring. Like, you need to get this to Tanith, because Tanith needs to remember who she is and where she comes from, and realize that what she's going through right now is not good for her. It's not what she wants to go through. And things can get better. But she needs this item as well. It's like, oh, Patches.
All right.
Sweet child. Sweet child. Haven't you give it to Tanith? And naturally, Tanith doesn't give a single fuck.
Of course, yeah.
Tanith just
say,
Tanith just had to hear Rykard go together once, and that's it.
My favorite thing about Patches is you can summon Patches in the Radahn fight.
Yeah, I know this. Brilliant. Go on.
You summon him in, and he immediately fucks off. I love it. That is so patches.
Well, the best thing is, it's not immediate either, which is the best thing. It's like he enters the world and he kind of stays for 3 seconds before he leaves, and it's like that beautiful implication of he's turned up, sword and it's like, nope, realize what's going on, nope, and just fucks off.
Yeah. It's
right,
beautiful.
Asteel.
I don't remember a lot about this fight.
Have you done Warnie's quest line before?
Yeah. So you fight this boss basically twice. The first time, massively easy. The second time, I legit struggled.
Yeah, so this is the one you fight as part of Warnie's quest line. So it's after you've gone over the Lake of Warts, go into that kind of temple area, you hop into the coffin to go down the waterfall of Warts, and then you wake up in that underground cavern network with a crashed star inside where you fight Asteel.
Yeah. Not gonna be good waifu or husbando material. It's a fucking alien insect.
And what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'm personally not into that.
Since man first looked up at the stars, he's always thought, wow, I wonder what life forms are out there. And if I can fuck it. And this is an opportunity.
Yeah, the problem is it fucks you. Don't really consent to that, you know?
I mean, okay, that bit's important. But this is a husbando waifu tier list, so you got to assume the consent is there, because that's the whole point of this.
Okay.
If so we're in this situation. So we're in the situation.
In the situation, okay. I'm going to put it on a C.
My man.
If the consent is there.
C for consent.
It's a C. C for consent, yes. And also, it's a fucking alien. It can summon stars and shit.
Yeah, imagine the romantic dates.
Yeah.
Bring the stars to you as you have your picnic. That tree.
You're probably gonna die from it, but you know, at least it's a happy death.
Exactly. They can't all be with Dawn. Come on now.
Yes.
Right. I can't remember the name of this one. I know it's not hallucinax for when you go back in time with. This is the one which
46.
Yeah,
or something like that.
This is the one which you have to do Fia's quest line.
That's the one underneath Crumbling Forum Azula.
No, it's the one which is underground. The Deathbed Companion quest line.
Hold on, 40s.
It's how you unlock one of the endings to the game.
Hold on, let me quickly see. Then who's the one underneath Forum Crumbling Azula?
That is this one with the 2 heads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mixed them up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the lightning dragon, basically.
This is the... It's not undead, actually. That's incorrect. But it's the one who is kind of within that religion, that faction to do with it.
Yeah. He's the lightning dragon. I call him lightning dragon.
That's fair.
Because he, just shoots lightning everywhere. It's a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
With lightning abilities, that's immediately an A for me.
Yeah. Here? Or here? Where are we?
What do you mean? Where are you?
Are you above or below Manala?
Oh, below.
So Marky ain't making the bad dragon order afterwards. That's fine. Okay. I'll cut off. I'll cut off feed sponsorship then. That's fine. Why? This is a question. Why?
Why below Renala?
Why A starters? Let's start with that. Why the
dragon,
A and then why below the Renala? Why?
It's a fucking dragon.
I can respect that.
It's badass. It shoots lightning. You never have to charge your phone again.
You sure that's not how that works? But I'll roll with it.
Hey. It's fucking magic lightning. Of course it works like that. I bet if he can summon like a fucking strong lightning bolt, he can also, create a little spark.
And with that, create a little spark in your heart.
And most phones are wireless chargeable now.
I've still never wirelessly charged my phone. I think it's like insane black magic, which I don't trust. I'm a bit of a Luddite with that stuff. I'm just like, what is this shit? What is this shit? I don't trust it. One moment they're transferring electricity into a phone, next moment they'll transfer electricity into you, and then you're dead.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Let me get my tinfoil hat out. Jokes aside, though, no, that's fair. That's fair. As with fair, it's a fucking dragon. Like nothing says protective like a dragon, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And also, it's the dragon, which is like part of the deathbed's companion kind of fucking faction. I can't remember what the kind of faction is called. They're the ones who are like, they oppose the Erd Tree and the Golden Order because they don't like the cycle, which is involved with that, and they try to break the cycle using death roots, which is the reason why you got the Hotai undead thing situation going on, because it's all about breaking the cycle. And obviously that dragon is a part of all of it. So at least it means where your time is up and you finally die, you can actually spend eternity with your husbando as well, which is kind of cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Which is nice.
10 out of 10, very cute.
I still hate that the deathbed companion died.
Yeah. Did you know?
Fucking, how is he called? D just comes in and kills her.
Yeah. But it's Dee's brother, isn't it? Because as part of Thea's quest line, you kill D, and Dee's brother gets the armor from D and comes to get revenge on Thea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame
It's a shame, yeah.
Did you know that it's a removed item from the game? Data miners found this. Removed item from the game. But Thea's underwear, of all fucking things, is a piece of armor you could get until we removed it.
And if you get it, you are getting permabanned.
Yeah. I mean, that's just natural because it's data mining. You're taking assets removed out of the game and putting it into the game. I think it's one of those things of if you're playing it offline, you don't get banned, obviously, because it's not going to have interaction with other players and have an impact on other players. Yeah, but a lot of Invader actually came in and dropped the item, and as soon as you pick it up, you're fucked. Yeah. That was a big problem, wasn't it, when it first came out? Because I remember that. Yeah. People was invading with data mined items, dropping it, leave. And then you're like, oh, what the fuck's this for? And then you just banned. Yeah. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit, man. Bullshit. Fortunately enough, I didn't encounter that. But yeah, I remember it was wild. It was wild. Yeah, wild. Next one. Speaking of wild, Piss Boy Margot. I don't remember a lot about Margot. So you fight him the first time as he's the first stepping stone boss. On the way to Stormvale Castle. Yeah. So you fight him the first time there. The second time is when you first approach the Erd Tree. Gone through the capital, you fought the Piss Ghost, beat Piss Ghost, and then you go up to where all the chairs of the children of the Elden Lords are, and you fight him there. There's a big dramatic speech. The Elden Throne, I think it's called. Yeah, and he has his two phases. He's got his first phase where he fights you he fucking sheds his walking stick to show the actual. And then his second phase where he suddenly pisses himself all, and the piss just starts exploding up from the ground and dodges exploding piss. Yeah. Remember? I do remember. Yeah. This exploding piss, I get it. I didn't like him, to be honest. Personality-wise. I think he's a sad character, I'll be honest. Yeah. Not sad as in sad. I mean, he's actually his story is sad. It's tragic. It's tragic. Yeah, but I'm gonna just from the vibe I got off of him, I'm gonna put him at a B, solid middle ground. B for best mates. He'd be great. B for best mates. Yes. I'd friend zone. He's not a bad guy, but I see no future with us. That's all, man.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I get that.
All right.
Because
Yeah.
that's the thing I do like about Mark. His character is very humble. He is defender. He's like the last defender of the old ways, like the Golden Order. Even after everything has gone to shit, and even though that he's got the Omen curse and the Golden Order aren't too happy with the curse, he still defends the Golden Order because it's what his family were a part of and it's what his family would want. And even though his family have all gone fucking batshit insane doing their own thing, he's the last one who's kind of like that single strand of sanity in insanity, which is that family. I can respect that. I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait to have a beer with. Above or below Garfield, though? That's a question.
Above or below? I'm gonna put him below. Nah, let's put him above. Let's put him above.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I was gonna kick off if he was below Garfield.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. I know where this is going. I'm gonna let you get it out there first. We're gonna let you get it out of your goddamn system. Fire Giant.
It might surprise you. It's a C.
Go on.
Because Fire Giant, he's a strong boy. He can protect you, definitely. Why he's so low is usually, well, not usually, but it's because, he has a fucking face in his stomach. He eats his own fucking leg. Do you know how much food you would need to feed that man? There would no food be left for yourself.
So, I'm going to put him right there for a moment. Do you know the deep lore behind of why they have the face? He has the face in the stomach.
Actually, no, I don't.
So that is a god. So the giants are all children of a god. I can't remember which god it is, but they're all children of God. And when the Golden Order went to war against the giants, the biggest problem was their god can manifest in any of these giants at any time, or every single giant had these faces in there. So, and when that god kind of manifests within them, that face is awakened and animates. So when you're fighting Fire Giant's second phase, fighting a god, pretty much. But it's also why you find the giants everywhere else in the world, or disemboweled in the stomachs.
Oh yeah. Because, I heard about that.
Yeah.
And isn't it he summons the boss by giving him like a blood sacrifice, his own leg?
Yeah, exactly that. And that's the reason why all the giants you see everywhere, they're the ones who are part of that war. They've lost the war, so they've been brought up within the Golden Order.
Yeah.
So the Golden Order have removed their face stomach thing, so the gods can't manifest within them, which is why they're all weak and drone-like and being easy to kind of enslave. And that's the Fire Giant is meant to be the last giant who's still able to commune with that god. I can't remember the name of a fucking god. Yeah, it's exactly as you said. He uses his own leg as a blood sacrifice to awaken that god into his own body to pretty much fight you. Still fucking loses. Shit god, 0 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely. Just against the lowly tarnished,
Yeah. I think it's just fucking... It is such an amazing deep how I think about giants' bodies. That it just makes everything...
it's really cool, but... Still C tier for me.
No, that's fair. I just think it's cool. Doesn't mean I'm fucking anymore. I'm a monogamous kind of guy, I just want to be concentrating on one husbando. I can't be dealing with another in the fucking hell. Why? This guy.
This fucker.
This guy. Mogrin.
Yeah, he's gonna be D.
Yeah.
Just abducting a child, experimenting on a child, that's
it's more fucked up.
That's not really my cup of tea.
Like the levels of fucked upness. I don't know if I can go into that on Twitch because it could be against TOS. It's just,
I wouldn't.
but the one thing I can definitely state is it's not just he's abducted his child. Abducted a child. It's his cousin.
It's his fucking cousin.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a child either. He's actually a grown adult. It's both Melania and what's he called now? Melania's. Is it Marika or something like that? What is it?
It's hold on, it's Melania's.
What's Melania's brother called?
Malika.
Malika, that's it, Malika. So Malika and Melania are brother and sister, but both of them were cursed. Melania's curse is the Scarlet Rot, and Malika's curse was to have the body of a child. So even though he's actually a grown-ass man, he's a grown-ass man, as old as Melania. But because of his curse, he has a childlike appearance. So it's give or take. We could call him a lolly. He's a lolly, pretty much.
Yeah. Can I make a prediction for the DLC?
I know what you're going to say. Go for it.
So we only had one picture of the DLC.
Yeah.
The internet goes crazy and thinks that is Malika. Malika. I don't really know how to pronounce it. My guess is, it's just a guess, we're gonna fight Malika. It's my guess. And in phase 2 or 3, it depends, this dude is going to summon in Melania. And you're gonna have a double boss fight.
Oh. Do you mean summoning Melania or summoning Marika? I mean, Marika's dead. Melania's dead as well, because you killed.
Yeah, but I do think it's gonna play in the past.
Oh, the time travel kind.
Yeah, because DLCs, from software DLCs are always time travel bullshit.
True. A part of what Mogwin is trying to do is resurrect Malika, resurrect Malika, and lift Malika's curse as well through the powers of the blood. He's back on the Golden Order, and pretty much he is following a different god. That's the reason he's got his blood palace, he's got his own funky thing going on, and he's trying to use the powers of that blood god to pretty much reverse a curse and, bring him back as well. Not resurrect. Resurrect was the incorrect term. Pretty much reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Him.
Yeah. My other guess is if it's not time travel, it's going to be like a alternative universe.
Yeah.
Where Morg actually manages to reverse the curse. And in alternative universe bullshit, because, in this case, you didn't stop Morg.
That's the thing. I don't think it needs to be alternative universe, because the thing which is trying to undo the curse is that cocoon she's in. You see the cocoon, obviously his body is moving around in that cocoon, so he's alive.
That's true.
And once you beat Mogwin, don't destroy the cocoon or anything. You just leave it. That's it. You just leave it.
That's actually true.
But I think you can have it, it can be an alternative universe, but I think you can do it without an alternative universe as well. But I definitely think
I just thought,
Dika related.
Yeah, because from the screenshot or from the picture we saw, the Earth tree was still alive.
Yeah.
So it's either, one specific end, or it has to play before you burn down the Earth tree.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I thought it's going to be like time travel stuff.
If you do a time travel thing, I think what could be quite cool is if it was like a short campaign following the rise of the Tarnish in the Eastern Lands, when
yes,
what's he called now? The piss ghost with a lion. He has a lion on his back. It's Godric, that one? No, that one's Godfrey. Godfrey. Yeah. Because obviously,
hold on, I have him here.
When Godfrey is divorced, he's divorced to follow on the campaign and the crusade of the good in lands untouched by the light of the Earth tree. This is why he fucks off and he creates the Tarnished, because he's the first Tarnished, isn't he? Godric. It's Godfrey. I keep getting mixed up. Godfrey. He's the first Tarnished Godfrey. The first Elden Lord and the first Tarnished, and that's how the Tarnished come to be because of so it'd be quite interesting if they do that time travel thing. Kind of have to have a campaign about that crusade in the East.
I would like that.
Yeah. I think it'd
Or
be
at
pretty
least
cool.
a side quest or something, you know?
Yeah. And kind of like, it could be the build. It doesn't have to be the Hotire campaign. It just can be the build-up of the Tarnished leaving the East. Because obviously, you start the game by first arriving in those lands, because all the Tarnished have been given, like, Urge Tree. We've got the light of the Urge Tree, the grit of the Urge Tree, isn't it? And they've been drawn back to... I can't remember what they fucking... They've been drawn back, pretty much, haven't they?
The lands between.
Yeah, the lands between. So it'd be kind of interesting if something of this is what the Tarnished were doing before the game.
Yeah, that, and another reason why I really want a time travel thing, because I want to meet young Radahn.
Yeah, Radahn pre-bitten by the Scarlet what?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That'd be fucking
and maybe actually learn more about the fight between Malenia and Radahn.
Well, that's
and
it.
maybe actually get a cutscene like everything before the Scarlet Rot.
I see when you see like read into the deep lore of Radahn and everything, it's brilliant because they talk about how he's like such a nobleman. Like out of all of the kids, he was like one of the ones who didn't have any sense of self-entitlement or anything like that. He proper wanted to earn his position and earn his right to lead. And he was just a genuine noble fella, and his downfall was literally not from actions of himself. Because that's it, all the downfall happens from their own selfish actions and agenda. But Radahn's and Margaret as well, their downfall doesn't come from that. Margaret's downfall is he's the only kid who's left loyal, so he's kind of just left by himself to be like, what the fuck's going on? And Radahn's downfall, sadly, is because his sister decides to give him her STDs.
Basically,
family issues, am I right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be awesome to see that. But at the same time, I kind of don't. So I think that's what I like about deep lore of Elden Ring, the fact that there is this entire timeline and deep history which you will never get to see, but it's there and it's having a everlasting impact in the world you're playing in.
Yeah, and I don't think like, oh, you're gonna follow these events. It's more like, you follow a side, like alongside the events.
Yeah.
It's not like you play through the backstory of them. It's just like, oh, I'm going to fight this fucking dragon over there. Oh, look there in the background, fucking Malenia and Radahn are fighting. Stuff like that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I just want little hints of that.
Oh, no, that could actually work as well. Because obviously, it wasn't just those two fighting. They had their entire own kind of like armies as well, didn't?
Yeah,
because you have the what they're called now, the dudes in the golden armor, and they have the sickles and what?
Yeah, the
Cleanse what knights?
I think so. Yeah,
because obviously you got all the Cleanse what knights who, if I remember quite, were under Radahn's order until they fell to the Scarlet What. So they're kind of like not so much under Malenia's control, but more so kind of lost. That's the way to explain it. They kind of join the forces of a Halling Tree because they lose their mind thanks to the Scarlet What. Yeah, you got that entire thing for all of the Cleanse What Knights who've served Radahn, as well as like all their own kind of miniature factions within their own armies. So definitely, there's a whole entire thing you can explore with that, both game-wise.
Yeah, and I just want to experience the land between before all this Scarlet Rot outbreak.
Yeah, definitely.
Apparently it was a really beautiful land. It's still gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But just, seeing the difference, I would love that.
I think it'd be cool to see what happens after. Well, because obviously the Scarlet Rot is something which is slowly spreading and isn't going to stop spreading. You've got no idea to stop it spreading. So no matter what ending you get, maybe if you get the Three Finger ending, or the some Dung Eater ending, all the other endings, there's no way that Scarlet What's going to stop spreading. So it's inevitable. The world is going to be covered in Scarlet. So it'd be kind of interesting to have like a DLC where they explore into that as well and the implications.
I would absolutely hate it because I hated Scarlet Rot, because
Yeah.
everything would infect you. But it would be Miyazaki's wet dream.
It just, the
let's be honest.
DLC is just one big poison swamp.
Yeah, it's just Blight Town times I don't know how many hours.
Speaking of Crimson what? Or Scarlet what? Lamia.
Absolute S tier.
Above or below? Oh, no.
Above. Dude.
That's fairs. I'd risk it all. I'd risk it all.
Yeah.
Stuff in a couple of pills can't clear up, so I'd risk it all.
But yeah, that's absolute S tier for me.
I don't think we need to debate that one any further, to be honest.
No.
I think anyone who's watching this would be just like, yeah, I get it.
At least I hope so.
Here's me hoping. Right. The one you time travel to fight, that's a Hallucinax.
Yeah, Bestiality Man.
Hallucinax. Another dragon. The god of dragons, if I remember correctly.
Oh no, next on the list is Malekith.
No, that was after Hallucinax. But Hallucinax
I didn't rearrange them, my man.
I misplace him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we'll go.
But we can go with two-headed dragon. That's a quick one.
Malekith's in my hands now, so we go Malekith.
Okay, Malekith. That's a difficult one. I don't know a lot of lore about him.
So, I'll initiate some deep. It comes into Wannies as well.
Give me the quick deep lore rundown.
So pretty much all of a family, they're what's known as Empyreans, and the Empyreans are pretty much, the best way to explain it is they've got some kind of blessing which gives them their demigod-like powers. Every single Empyrean has a shadow being to be their protector.
Yes.
The only ones which we see of these is obviously Blythe, who is Wani's protector, and obviously Malekith, who is Marika's protector. Obviously, Marika lost her Empyrean light when she casts out the blessings of the Third Tree and the Elden Gods and everything like that. The Elden Ring, and shatters the Elden Ring. Which is why Malekith is kind of like, it is drone zombie-like, because his connection to his has been severed.
Yeah.
And obviously, Blythe, who help Wani separate her Empyrean-like situation, Empyrean status through Wani's crystalline. And it's after you help that separation where Blythe obviously then starts to lose his mind as well. So there's that whole entire thing with that. But yeah, that's Malekith, or Malekith, how you want to pronounce it. It's the shadow guardian protector of Marika.
I'm gonna put him a straight mid B tier.
Respectful. Why is that?
It's more like like a guard dog than husband.
Exactly.
To be honest.
Back to B for best friend. Man's best friend. Or Empyrean's best friend in this case.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put him above Godric.
Yeah, that's fine. So he's there in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can respect that. I can respect. That's the thing. He's definitely that, because he protects the mark of death as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the mark of death or the, what do we call it?
I think it's called the Mark of Death.
Yeah. There's another one as well, the gift of something death.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but yeah, we get it. Yeah, I won't dispute that. That's a fair one. B for best friend, because
B for best friend.
Also B for bestiality, because he's all about his beast incantations, and he's an animal boy.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right. Now we got Hallucinax. What do you time travel back into? Fun fact: you can see Hallucinax's corpse in the Azula.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. There's bits in the Crumbling Azula where you can see his corpse inside the rock outlines. Because obviously, you go back in time to fight Hallucinax, don't you?
Yeah.
Hallucinax was smited by the god.
Poor dragon. I'm gonna put him in an A tier below Renala.
I've noticed a theme here with your dragons.
It's fucking dragons.
Get it? Yeah. Like, on average, how much do you spend on baddragon.com per month? It's had to keep
like a quarter of my salary, I'd say.
That's respectful. You don't need to say anymore.
I just fucking love this boss fight.
Yeah. No, it is fucking
amazing.
awesome. it comes back to PNG.PNG, how I said, like, it's PNG.PNG is that first fight where it feels rewarding to beat because you learn the patterns, you counter the patterns, and then defeat the boss. It's all that all over again, but at a higher difficulty.
Yeah, and just the scale of the battle is insane.
Yeah, and that's it. I feel like it comes back to that as well. It's that reward factor. It's you learn the mechanics. The mechanics don't feel cheap. When you do die, you don't feel like you've been cheated or anything like that. You probably have no one to blame but yourself when you die.
It's a pretty fair fight, I would say.
Exactly, and I like that, and it feels so goddamn rewarding.
It does.
So goddamn rewarding. Shame that all the rewards from the room for that shit.
That's why you just keep the souls.
Yeah. You ever tried using the incantation you get from that remembrance?
No, I never used any boss remembrance. Yeah, except for one, I believe.
I think
I usually keep them because they're like my trophies. Yeah. And in Elden Ring, you could duplicate them, which was nice.
The only ones of value, I'd say, true value, is Blade from Whitecard. Whitecard's Blade is actually it's actually really good. I use that. The Blades from are really fucking good. Can recommend them. And else actually has something decent. I'm trying to think now. But Radahn's Blades, but both Winarda's staff and the moon spell from Winarda.
I just wanted to say the moon spell is apparently pretty fucking good.
Yeah. The only issue with the moon spell is getting it up. Like in PvP, it's fucking useless, but in P, it's quite fucking tasty. Definitely.
Yeah, I saw like a challenge run, like a Elden Ring challenge run, like a Dragon Ball Z challenge run where someone played as Goku. Yeah, and that was his spirit bomb.
Yeah, and that's me. Winarda's staff improves the damage for moon spells as well. And obviously, classes as a moon spell because it's fucking moon.
Yep.
yeah. They're the only one remembrance stuff I'd actually say are decent to use, decent to play around with. All the rest I just use for extra runes. They just ruin fun.
Yeah.
Right then. Godfrey. This is
I'm gonna need a very, very quick reminder about lore.
Lord, Godfrey is the first Elden Lord. He is who Marika first marries, and I believe Radahn, Margaret, and Mogwin and Godric are the children of Godfrey.
Mm-hmm.
Marika, once the lands in between have been fully conquered, divorces Godfrey because Godfrey at heart is a and warlord. And the lands of now a peaceful in-between have no need for that. So Marika divorces him and sends him off to the east to carry on the great fight in the name of the Golden Order in the east, which is where he becomes the first Tarnished, and all the other Tarnished come afterwards. Game-wise, he's the dude with the giant lion on his back.
Yeah, with the lion.
Pretty much a JoJo character. He has his own stand. And then second phase, he becomes Horalu and just pole drives the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a straight A tier.
A tier?
To be honest. A tier. I'm going to actually put him below Renala. Because, the man is already literally a daddy.
He is. The daddy, the original daddy.
He's the original daddy.
When Godfrey was around, no one was being little shits. Everything worked out perfectly fine. Even Renala's and Radagon's children were behaved. Godfrey found. When Godfrey fucked off, that's when it all went tits up. I'm just saying. Not pointing any fingers. But when Daddy went out to get some milk and cigarettes...
everything became awful. No, and phase 2 is just, he's a fucking wrestler.
I love it. I love his phase 2. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit,
yeah, but I love it.
but I get heavy Kratos vibes off of that
Yeah.
guy. You know, Spartan Rage, just fuck, I don't need weapons.
I mean,
You know, I just punch everything.
He's just a JoJo character, which for me, always weighs an S tier because I fucking love JoJo characters. All JoJo characters are husbandos, bar a few. But he's pretty much a JoJo character, and for me, that's the reason why he's S tier. That's for me.
Yeah.
He is proper, like, in first phase, JoJo character with a stand. In second phase, JoJo character when Harmon was a thing.
If you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures and Souls-likes, did you know there's a JoJo Bizarre Adventure Souls-like out there?
Come on.
Mm-hmm. It's a fan-made game. I
don't care if it's fan-made. Link that shit to me.
It's not good. It's fucking short. It's free to play on, I think, itch. I think it's called just Bizarre Souls.
Link me. I'm gonna check that in my own.
I will link you.
I'm playing the shit out of that. That sounds fun. Even if it is short.
It's only one fight.
Yeah,
that's it. It's like a little showcase, but yeah.
No, that sounds awesome.
I'm gonna link you to that.
I'll check that out. I mean, I'm without a doubt like a JoJo fan. I mean, some of fucking channel emotes are fucking JoJo. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking, I love JoJo. But moving on, the last one. So this is kind of two. It's Radagon and the Erd Beast. But
yeah.
I don't know how you want to tier this one. I don't say we're going to tier it as Erd Beast, because the Erd Beast has deep lore, nowhere near as much deep personality as the other things.
Yeah, we don't really know that much about the Elden Beast.
So all we know about the Elden Beast is I cannot remember the name of the god of the god. I can't remember its name is meant to be. But effectively, it's meant to be an avatar of him. It's not him. It's just a shard of his power, which he sent to the lands in between.
Just a tiny, tiny piece.
Yeah, because it's the Erd Beast that Marika first meets, and it's what gives Marika her powers when Marika swears her allegiance to, obviously, that god. And it's through that where Marika finds the Golden Order. All due to this dude, pretty much. And like I said, this dude is what gave Marika her powers at first. And that's pretty much as far as his lore goes. The only reason you fight him...
So I would say we're going to judge him on Radagon.
Yeah. The only reason you fight him is because he's pissed off that you've just destroyed him.
Yeah, basically.
But I say we base him off more so Radagon. Radagon is the actual person.
Give us a quick rundown about Radagon.
So, that's a good one, because you've got lore of the conspiracy, which is confirmed.
Oh, okay.
So Radagon is a mysterious red-haired general which came out of nowhere during the War of the Land in Between, swearing allegiance to the Golden Order, and very quickly became one of Marika's top generals. The reason why Radagon marries Renala is because in the battle of... Oh, what's that land called again where the academy is? Name?
Yes, it's... exactly that place, yeah.
Yeah, it's that place where the academy is. Anyways, them and the Carrier Knights and the followers of the academy and the Golden Order, they pretty much reach a stalemate is the best way to explain it. There's no clear winner, but people are still dying. So they pursue for peace, and the way they pursue for peace is the top general of the Golden Order, Radagon, ends up marrying the daughter and heir to the Carrion family, which is Renala. So they end up getting married, and they have some children who is Rani, is one of them. Trying to remember. No, Radahn. Radahn is the other one. Yeah. So it's Rani, Radahn, because Radahn's got the red hair just like Radagon.
Yep.
And there is a child, I believe. It could just be the two. So I can't remember if Rani murdered her direct brother or murdered one of her stepbrothers, which is when shit went up. There's a really good family tree PNG you can look at.
I think it was her stepbrother.
Yeah. So yeah, it's their children was Radon and Wani.
Yeah.
And then when Marika kicks out Godfrey to go out to the east, Marika then... That's when Radagon goes to Marika, because Marika is all sad, has the big sag, and is like, oh, Radagon, come to me. So Radagon goes back to Marika, and then Radagon's like, know what? I am divorcing the magical bitch, and I'm going to marry the godlike tier woman instead. So divorces Renala and marries Marika. This is where it gets spicy. This is where it gets spicy. It is believed Radagon is Marika.
Oh, okay.
Because Marika obviously has godlike powers. All of her children have demigod-like powers. Marika is a god. And because Marika is a god, just like all other gods within the Elden Ring, they can create avatars of themselves.
Yeah.
And it's believed that Radagon is actually a avatar of Marika. And the reason why Radagon went back isn't so much of him marrying Marika, but it's more so about making Marika whole. But the problem is they never become whole again, which is why you end up with the separation of personality. You have Radagon, who's still loyal to the Golden Order till the end, and is trying to reform the Elden Ring after Marika has destroyed the Elden Ring. And Marika is all the elements of doubt and loathing of the Golden Order and wanted the separation from the Golden Order, which is why he spoke. So Marika and Radagon are two of the same person, but are the conflicting ideas of that person, pretty much. There's a bit in the game where there's a statue of Radagon in the capital, and if you use one of the incantations, one of Radagon's incantations, in front of the statue, it does actually transform into a statue of Marika.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's actually some proper deep, spicy lore about Radagon. At the same time, Radagon and Marika has children together, and that's the reason why they reckon that Melania and Marika... Oh, what's Melania's brother called again? One in the cocoon.
Mikela.
Are cursed.
Mikela.
Because obviously they're not children in the truest sense. Because it's not like how you have children, two partners. It is Marika having a child with herself, pretty much, to pretty much create Melania and I can't remember him. Cocoon Boy. Which upsets...
But I am Melania, sort of Malika.
Malika, that's it, Malika. Which upsets the god of the Golden Order, which is why they were born first, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when the kingdom first started to collapse, because obviously started to have some problems for obvious reasons when people are giving birth themselves without anyone else to conceive them. But that goes into a weird deep. But that's pretty much who Radagon is. That's who down the Radagon.
I'm gonna put our boy at S tier.
S tier, Ayo, where?
Yeah, all the way below.
That's fair. I mean, Radagon did give birth. Well, is effectively the father of the two other S tiers. So I guess it makes sense, right?
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Has to go up there.
Yeah,
has to go up there.
The genetics have to come from somewhere.
It's a fucking god, you know. And to be honest, Radagon, I really like his style.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You can get Radagon's hammer from the Remembrance of the Elden Beast.
Yes, yes, you can.
It's shit, but you can.
Like so many awesome looking boss weapons.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue with Elden Ring. Like, in Elden Ring, there are so many cool boss weapons. When you fight the boss, you're like, this is fucking amazing. Then when you use that weapon yourself,
it's
shit.
Absolute garbage.
Which in one way is kind of cool. It's that kind of thing of, oh, it's not the weapon which is badass. It was the person using it. At the same time, it is a bit...
it's the same basically in all From Software games. Also Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. There are so many... Bloodborne as well. So many cool looking weapons, and they just suck, you know?
But That's
Which
it.
I actually very like a lot about Sekiro. You have this old fucked up sword,
Yeah.
basically. But you know, it's not the look of the weapon that makes it. It's how you use it.
Yeah, that's
I
what I like
kinda
about
really
the
like
Sekiro upgrade system as well. You're not upgrading your sword, upgrading yourself. You as a character are becoming better, stronger,
Yeah.
faster, etc., and it's not about the weapon you.
Except for, you know, your shinobi tools.
Yeah, that's different.
Or prosthetics.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's your final placings. How do you feel about them for your Husbandos and waifus?
I feel good about it. I want to meet the S tiers, please.
To be fair, I think I largely agree with the placement.
Yeah, where would you worry off?
I think the only ones I disagree with is I'd put Godric in C tier. I'd put Godric in C tier, kind of down here. I don't like how much of a whiny fucking baby he is. Okay? I'd put Godric down here.
Fair.
And I'd put God up into the S tier because he's just a JoJo character, so I've got JoJo bias.
Yeah.
I'd probably put Wildcard above PNG.PNG.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the rest of it, I'm happy with. I do, to be honest. Obviously, if we could create an extra tier for, oh Lord, please leave me alone, get away, call the police, we'd put Mogwin in there. And I'm sure you do the same as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, I'd say largely I agree with it. Man of good taste, man of good culture, really.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. And that pretty much wraps it all up. That brings us to the end. So obviously, firstly, I'd like to say, Marky, thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been an absolute blast. I feel like I've got to know you a bit better, both through your taste of husbandos and waifus, as well as kind of what you're planning to do with content creating and kind of what drives you with that, as well as I'm sure
appreciate it
have as well.
Let's hope so. Thank you for having me. I had an absolute blast.
Anytime. Like, you have the next few moments to plug whatever the fuck it is you want to plug. Go for it. Now is your stage. Now is your platform. Start plugging.
Hello? You like cringe? Follow me. There you go.
That's it. That's your big pitch.
Yeah, that's my fucking big pitch. I'm on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, where else? TikTok. All under the same username. Very easy to find. Appreciate every follow. You guys are beautiful. There you go. That was
Brilliant.
A bit better.
Perfect. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching tonight. Either from watching it on Twitch or watching it on YouTube. Either way, it's been greatly appreciated. Thank you for spending your time with us. It's been great. When the next lock-in will be, that depends on my lazy fucking ass. Probably. I said it's meant to be once every 2 weeks. I'd say it's probably once a month, once every 2 months. If we're going to be completely realistic with you, it'll happen when it needs to happen. Okay. Yeah. Once again, thank you very much for joining us, Marky. And if you've enjoyed today's talk show, podcast, this thing which has just happened, obviously, give me a follow on Twitch. This is where it happens live. You get involved in the chat, ask the guest questions as things are going on, or give a subscribe on YouTube. We obviously do more of this. There's also content for RuneScape, which is getting posted. I mean, as I'm talking right now, there's no RuneScape content. By the time this is uploaded on YouTube, there will be RuneScape content.
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, and that's it. Thank you very much, Marky, and thank you for everyone else. Look after yourself and take care.